So I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Last day.
I don't wanna waste what's
Last day for our review. Of course, for OSCE. And we're going to Leeds Testing Center.
no, I don't wanna waste what's
Just to check out the place and, of course, just to get familiarized with you know how to go there.
rays. And on we'll go.
So me and my colleagues are going there. Every one of us, we're going to check the testing center. It's a newly opened OSCE testing center. And nawala ako. Bila kasi si Kylie. So yeah, it's a newly opened testing center here in Leeds. So we're going to check it out.
Life along the way, melodies we haven't played.
Me personally, my exam will be on Tuesday, or I think Monday, 17th of May.
To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat.
So good luck to us, good luck to me.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
And I'm hoping to pass it. Anyway, see you guys, and we will continue after we go there. I mean, after we get there. So that's the building. We're going towards there. Joseph's Well.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.
I'm with Shana. Ah, Shana. Mia.
Kasi ako sa Mia.
Ay, hindi ba yun?
Mia.
Mia. This is the place na i-judge kami. So, ang huling hating hatol. This is the area where we're going to take the exam for OSCE. So that's the building. And again guys, my exam would be on 17th. Today is, what's today? Today is 13. Yeah.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.
So guys, this is the Leeds Teaching Center, Leeds Examination Center for OSCE.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.
Yeah, so welcome. Welcome to us and good luck.
Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Going for exam. Wala pa na tao na. Tsura. Good luck po. Good luck sa'yo, girl. Going for exam. Ito na po, guys. Going for McDo muna. Kasi yung kasama ko medyo paano ba?
My superpower is McCafe.
17th May, 9 o'clock is our exam time.
Time check.
Time check, 7 a.m. Okay, see you again. I'll post this if I pass the test. Bye-bye. Nakarating, taga Leeds tayo pero hindi natin na pupuntahan itong mga lugar na to. Hi, welcome back. Sorry guys. So welcome back to my channel. So this is me again, Nurse Mark. Follow my Facebook and my YouTube. It's Dots and Toys. So again, welcome back. It's been a while, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I've been out on recording videos, recording leads, of course, and of course specifically nursing things. So I'm back to give some other tips. Actually, I don't have any footage during our review because it's not allowed. Obviously, it's not. And by the way, I just recently passed my OSCE. Yes. So I passed my OSCE exam. Thank you so much for all the prayers, and thank you so much for my family and my wife for praying and believing in me, even though I don't believe that I'll pass. Ang hirap kasi, it's so hard. So I'm one of the batch here in Leeds that took the new OSCE examination. Hirap kasi sobra, mahirap siya. We reviewed the old set of OSCE before taking it. Of course, there's no reviewer for new ones, right? Because we're the pioneer. We're one of the pioneer. I heard that there are some staff who already had their new OSCE way back February. Let's just say we're batch 2, but we didn't get anything from them. Although I think our trainers did trained us regarding new set of skills or the OSCE, but still we experienced something bizarre. Something traumatic. Personally, for me, I did experience something which I never really think would happen in an examination. I will not elaborate it. I don't know because it's not allowed, obviously. What's the date today? It's 24 of May, and time check, it's 11 in the evening. I just finished like 4 hours ago the wedding video, just 4 hours ago. It's a wedding video I made for my church mate
long time siya before, it was a long time before I even sorted it out because I don't have any time, but now I do have all the time in the world, right? What else? Again, this is not a scripted, this is again an impromptu vlog. I don't have any script to read out. So after passing, I did not celebrate it because I don't have money yet. Nagtitipid ako because I do have some things that I need to settle first. Anyway, again, I'm getting out of the topic na naman. Wala na ako talaga. I need to wait for a few days for the NMC pin. So let's go to the tips. First, by the way, I will not tell you specific tips regarding a certain skill, but I will tell you like a general knowledge for you to have a positive attitude in sitting your exam or standing. Of course, it's like 80% standing, 20% you're going to sit. Well, anyway, so first, again, you should really speak confidently. I mean, you really need to explain it in a way that you are really convincing, or in a way that you're already acting it as a real scenario. So if you're someone who's speaking in somewhat nahihiya or very doubtful, the tone of your voice, it will really make your assessor think that you're not really prepared, or you're not really knowledgeable on what you're doing. So that's my first step. Let's go to the second one. By the way, magaganito kayo, you should do this in public, not this one. Apparently here in UK, this is a bad sign, so you need to do like this. So again, second tip, always check the time. There's a big clock there. You will see the time, how many minutes still remaining during the skills or the API, because sometimes even though you're doing a holistic approach, which is good, but you forgot to first acknowledge the main thing, which is the documentation. So if you're really confident that you're doing everything, but you haven't even started your documentation yet, specifically if you're not giving more time on your news scoring, then there's a high chance that you'll fail. So for me, as a personal suggestion, always start documenting once you already have the right information needed, and don't go deeply in the interviewing part, because you will get there. You need to finish first your news. But it doesn't mean if you finish on time or ahead of time, it means you did well. Sometimes again, we do tend to forget things, right, during examination. Parang narrow yung vision natin regarding the exam. Honestly, I felt like that. Even though you're really prepared, when it comes to the examination itself, it's very narrow. You don't see the whole picture of the test. So once you get the scenario paper, you really need to check the back part, because sometimes the examination sheet is printed as back to back. For me, it was like 5 minutes remaining before I even saw the back page of the paper. I didn't even think about checking all the papers first. So what I would suggest is really, so this is the third na to ha. You should always check the ones they're going to be preparing for you. There's a scenario paper there, read it front page and at the back page. Fourth, ano ba ang fourth ko? Don't stress yourself too much. You should have at least a day or two to distress doing things that you want. Like me, for example, even though I'm not uploading any videos, I'm trying to play games, because as you know, I'm a gamer. I do play games while reviewing. Yes, it happened. I was in I'm really stressed out. So what I did was played my games for 2, 3, 4 hours straight, sometimes for the whole day. I didn't spare any time in reviewing, because I'm thinking come what may. So I did that. I'm not saying that's effective, but you need to find your own rhythm, I think, in how you're going to deal with the stress. Really, it's important to do it. Yeah. So fifth would be don't try to watch too much videos regarding the review. Focus on one or two video materials regarding the test, because really it's frustrating to you have this routine already you're building up based on the videos that you watch or the trainings that you did, and then suddenly one of your, let's just say, friends gave something like, hey, we should do this because according to this, hey, we should do that because according to this video, hey, we should remove this because according to this. Really, it's kind of frustrating because you need to do it all over again. So just make sure that you're following your trust review team made up for you. Follow that criteria and you will be totally fine. You don't need to add up something unless you verify that to your trainers. Of course, there are some things that the trainers cannot answer. It's a given. They're not really ano ba yun? Hindi naman nila, they don't know everything about the test like us. I didn't expect personally that thing could happen, the thing that I experienced during my exam. They were also surprised. The team here in Leeds who's doing our review, they're also surprised the complaints they received. What we can only do is at least fix the things that we found a bit frustrating. So for the next people who's going to take the exam, well, hopefully for those guys who's about to take their exam this June or July, shout out to all the people in Clarence Duck Village now, especially to those who I met in Hope Church. Hi again to you all. Thank you for following me and for following my suggestions and also retracing my advent. Yeah, because kasama ko naman parati sila, my friends. Thank you for following our destinations when we were here and trying the places that we've been through. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, although there are some places that I really don't recommend. The sixth tip for those people who are really good when it comes to memorize things in the criteria part, or specifically what I'm trying to say is for the essay examination, because there's an essay. It's kind of essay, but it's a bulleted form, but still it's an essay. You need to explain things that you read regarding a scenario or a situation, and then you need to summarize it, and then those things. I cannot say it anymore. Regarding that, there are people who's really good at memorization, so they're really trying to include all the words as per the criteria, and that's the one that they're going to put in the essay. For those people, you can do that, but for people who's thinking that they cannot be like that, that's still fine, because I'm one of those people. I'm not trying to memorize the criteria in a way that is word by word. Sabi nga nila, as what they said, if I try to explain something, it's like I'm going in a lot of way. I'm trying to beating around the bush, so I'm not trying to be direct, but eventually my explanation will go on the sense wherein the criteria is talking about. So what's the complaint about it, right? If you can manage to do it, if you're trying to explain it in a word that you can't get from the criteria itself, but the sense of the explanation is there, so it still works. Just like what I did, I tried to explain it in my own understanding. It may be tricky for some guys, but I know there are also people who had that kind of attitude when it comes to taking the test. Don't be afraid on doing that. As long as you still have the sense out of the criteria, you're still good to go. 7th tip that I could give you, you need to have a partner. Hindi partner na boyfriend or girlfriend. You need to have partners. You need to have people with you who you can practice on. Again, because I'm not saying that everyone should do what I'm trying to say, that you should have partner, you should have with friends. No, there are people who's comfortable with doing the review, speaking part alone, but still having someone to perform those skills with you. Reviewing with other people is really helpful. They could give you a constructive criticism, or they can tell you, oh, this is not good, you should have done this. yeah, don't be ashamed, because you need to build up your confidence, right? It will build up from there if you're constantly performing things. After you build it up, you need to compress it. Yeah, because it's a time limited test. I will tell you right now, there are some skills that it is really frustrating because of the timing, because you feel like you don't really have enough time. You really need to compress what you're saying. 8th tip, I'm still stating about the essay type. So the 8th tip would be regarding that. If you're one of those people like me who cannot really speak it or recite the criteria, just write it down in your own words. So 9, try not to overthink about the situation. Just read it calmly. By the way, time runs even when you're reading the scenario. The last tip of the evening, be prepared to have your routine to be messed up during the examination. Really, believe me, they're going to mess up your routine. I will not tell you how they will mess it up, but you will find that kind of situation wherein you're gonna think, what am I going to do? If she said that, then what should I do? But if I don't do that, isn't it that I'm doing something wrong? You will think about those things while you're in the examination. So they will mess it up. Try to be prepared. Remember what you should do next if they cut this part, so what you're going to do. Okay, yeah. So I think that would be all. Thank you for listening, and hope you got some things. Hope you guys pass it as well this coming June and July. The June and July takers, hopefully you could pass it. And I'd just like to promote something. This is Ate Emma, one of my Band 6 nurses there in J48, is the one who's managing the Leeds community, Leeds Barrio Fiesta this 2022. So I'll be plugging it here. This one. This one, yeah. So it's Leeds Barrio Fiesta, Filipino Leeds community. It's going to be in Ramgaria Sports Center in Chapeltown Road, Leeds, LS7 3AP. I haven't been there personally. I'm looking forward to it because I think it was 2 or 3 years that they didn't have any kind of Barrio Fiesta again. The last time, of course, there are some artists coming, I don't know who. Yeah, so that will be on July 2, 2022, 9 a.m. to 5. I don't know what to expect there, but it seems like it's going to be fun. She asked me to help them to do some stuff. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, what kind of help I could bring in the table, So hope to see you guys there. Don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well, I think that's about it, guys. It's 11:36 now. Yeah, so see you guys around Leeds, and to those who's coming here, you will be welcome as well. Nurses here are very nice, very accommodating, very nagpapautang, hindi, joke lang, and always smile. Yeah, I do smile a lot, unlike before. Don't need to tell that anymore. It's a bygone era of my life. And so, thank you guys for listening, and bye bye. Good night.